your hands with me. Clap your hands with me. Clap your hands with me. Hey, hey, God's people, how are ya? How are ya? How are ya?
Hey,
Well, hey.
Look at the one. Look at
Bless
the
them.
wonderful women of God, ready to make it happen. Y'all
yeah,
know last week they got us all in trouble, so we're gonna get in some more trouble on this Wednesday at Midday Impact.
good,
What's
good
up?
trouble.
Good trouble. Good
Yes,
trouble.
good
You
trouble.
know. You know. Good trouble. I do admit good trouble. But
Mm-hmm.
all is well this way. It is July. It's official.
It's
Yes.
It's July. It
hmm
is July. And what can we say about the first 6 months of the year?
wow, wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Believe it? I was thinking about that this morning too. Like we are halfway through, literally
True.
halfway through
Yep.
20.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a blink of an eye.
I know.
Yes.
I
Time
know.
has flown by.
A
For
blink
Listen,
sure.
of an eye.
Yes. Yes.
they say time flies when you're having fun, but time also flies when you're going through transition and you're working off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
When I say, for you look up, it's like, wait a minute, now what did I plan to do at the top of the year?
Right.
Because there's always new developments and winding turns and things, as we say at FAI, things are shifting while things are moving, while things are changing.
mm-hmm.
That's just what it is. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yes.
nevertheless, we're grateful. We're grateful. Ashley, how you feel over there?
I'm doing well, Pastor. I'm doing
Wonderful, wonderful,
well.
awesome, awesome,
Blessed.
awesome.
Yes, sir.
Before we get in, I seen that advertisement from Katrina at her store
Mm-hmm.
about put everything in the bag.
Yeah.
I was like, if I don't lose some weight, I'm only gonna be able to put one thing in the bag.
Come on out. Come on out the
Listen,
bag. So you got to know how to make it real small. Get it
listen,
in that bag for one
listen,
Yeah.
time. Get on this weekend, this
listen,
Friday and Saturday. Come
Mhm.
on to boutique.
Yeah.
listen. As they say, you got to do the military fold. You got to fold it up,
Right.
military style.
That's
Yeah,
right.
pack
Yeah.
it in there.
Push it.
But
And,
that's a blessing. That's a blessing.
and
Well,
Pastor,
listen,
I've been to her store and
yeah,
it's amazing. Yes.
Oh,
Yes. You
thank
you be amazed at what all you can do and the beautiful items that she has. Yes.
you.
but
Okay.
it's all women stuff, right?
It's all women's, but listen, I'm expanding. I've been
Okay,
towing into some men's stuff. I
come on
found
now.
a vendor that I am loving the quality of their suits. I had to test them out, like the quality of their suits and their shirts.
Okay,
So men, be on the lookout now. Be on the
okay.
lookout.
We're on the lookout. I'm sitting there like I gotta get my once I but let me quit talking about and promising myself and saying I'm gonna lose this weight. Let me do it first
Do it.
and say I've done it versus saying I'm
Mhm.
gonna do it. And next thing food be calling me.
Ooh,
Mhm.
this is what I tell people: celebrate
Yeah.
your now. Get your suit where you are now, and then when you lose, tailor it to where you are.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Celebrate
you
your
know,
size and celebrate your now, because you look good.
Yeah.
We look good, and we all look good right now.
yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Look good right now. Yes,
Mhm.
we want to perfect to do, but celebrate right now.
You know
Yes.
what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. You're right. I'm gonna do that. But I'm definitely gonna get this transition pounds off me. Anyway, listen, let's get into it. I know people are like, okay, y'all get to it. Um, what are we venturing into today?
So today, Pastor, we at service. We were when we ended up, we were talking about being in our winning season, and what this season looks like. As you mentioned, we are transitioning. Now we are in full blown summer. I don't know about y'all. I had to turn my light
Mhm.
Full
off.
blown.
We are
Yes.
full blown summer. But we know that, and you said this on Sunday too. We know that we win, that this is our winning season. But
Mhm.
what the question came to my mind, and this is what I really want us to talk about today, is when we're in our winning season, what does victory really look like?
Hmm.
What does victory really look like? Because, if you look at social media, if you look at, what people say victory should look like, is that really the truth? And I want us to really put victory, walking in your victorious season, I want us to put that into perspective for people
Mhm.
so they don't look at their lives and think that they're losing, because we've already decreed and declared that this is our winning season
Come
and
on.
we're walking in victory right now. So I
Mhm.
want us to take that question, and I want us to just ponder on what victory really truly looks like.
Wow. Can I just say this, and then Ashley, you can go ahead and take us. And that is victory, and it's probably more, but victory is either given or won.
Mm,
According to Old Testament, the Lord would say to them many times, I've given you the victory,
mm,
or I've put the victory into thine hands.
mm.
Mhm.
Now, they still had to show up for the fight.
Yeah.
But then you got David, who uh, killed Goliath. And the rules of engagement for that particular victory was whoever kills this giant, or whoever wins, I'm sorry, between Israel and Philistia, whoever wins, now that particular losing country, the losing team, has to now subject themselves to who defeated their champion. So
Mm,
when Goliath was there for 40 days and 40 nights, just threatening them
Right.
and putting fear into them every morning, I'm going to destroy you all. Every night, I'm going to destroy you all. 40 days, you all, of fear being pumped into them, and they got to see
mm,
and hear the voice and the sound of Goliath, which made them paralyzed in fear.
Mhm.
So when David showed up, he was the only one on the battlefield that wasn't enlisted, but he was the only one willing to fight.
mm.
So David took it upon himself to say, this is now a challenge against my God and against Israel. So when David killed Goliath, David's act, I want to say it clearly, David's one act of killing Goliath was a victory for all.
Mm,
I want to
Mm.
make this clear. David's one victorious act
mm.
became victory for all of Israel,
Wow.
which means we don't realize sometimes how powerful our action is,
Mm,
Mhm.
because you, in your victorious moment, create victory for so many others.
wow.
Mhm.
So killing
Yes.
Goliath wasn't just a personal feat for David. It was a personal feat for David, but David's intentions for doing it was for Israel.
Mm,
And
Mhm.
mind you, David wasn't even coming to the battlefield to fight. He was coming to serve. And
Mhm.
the opportunity, which means sometimes victory is given,
mm.
but then sometimes victory is won. I mean, you have to go seize the opportunity.
Wow.
Yeah.
And when David woke up that morning, he had no thoughts
Mm,
of having victory against Goliath and
mm,
Mhm.
for Israel. But by the time
Mhm.
he went to bed that night,
mm.
David was the most popular person in Israel because that one act of victory. So just remember, as we're talking, victory is either given
Mm.
or victory is opportunistic and you win it. You got
Ooh.
to go win it.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that's my hey penny.
So Pastor, in that example, which one, what was he given the victory, or what, or did he win it?
He
In
went
that,
one.
he
Yeah.
went and won it.
Mhm.
Because remember, David did not have no pre conversation with the Lord.
Mm,
The Lord didn't tell him, go and be strong and I've given you the victory. None of that. David went down there serving some cheese sandwiches
mm.
and sting the opportunity. And because what was in front of him was an offense to God and God's people, David took the opportunity. So I think victory is for the opportunistic. If you don't take the opportunity, then you won't win the victory.
Wow. That is so powerful. So you're going to be given opportunities to take
Mhm.
the victory, but other times you're going to be told, no, you press in and the victory is yours.
Right.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's good.
And
That's
that can be given to the story of Jehoshaphat, uh,
Mhm.
Gideon,
hmm
particularly Gideon that we talked about
Yeah.
last week. Like
yeah.
God gave him the victory, gave him the assurance
Mhm.
before he went to the battlefield. David was a different story.
Mm,
David had no idea that he was going to win the victory until he got to the opportunity.
wow, that's
Yes,
so
sir.
good. That is so good. Ashley, what say you about that? Can you think about times when you sort of just you knew that like an instant happened and you just took the victory?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll use my career again as an example. There were just last year, as I was searching for a new career, I had to go out and search for it. I had the faith that God had a place for me. However, as I was searching, I had to apply quickly. Like if you do not apply now, this
Right.
opportunity might pass you by. So
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we have to act on it, and that's how we experience the victory.
Mm-hmm. That's
Mm,
You know, as we're searching, as we're applying ourselves. And
mm-hmm.
then there are other times when God will let us know, as he did even with Moses, as you discussed on Sunday, Pastor, you, this enemy today, you will not see it anymore. But Moses had to stretch forth his rod. He had to stretch forth
yeah.
and
Yes,
he parted. So there are times when God will let you know ahead of time that you will have the victory. However, you have to take the steps.
yes. That's
There are
so
times
keep
that
on.
he will use the skills.
No, go ahead.
And then there are times when he will allow you to use your skills and your abilities to win that victory.
hmm So true. I remember when I was in Lexington and I was sitting in this meeting one day and I clearly heard, I mean, I cannot
Mhm.
tell you how clear your time here is up.
Yes.
Wow.
Your time here is up and start to prepare. Start to prepare. And I was
Wow.
like, what? I mean, I was
Mhm.
literally sitting in a meeting and I heard your time is up. Start to prepare. Start to prepare. So it was a year. I didn't know where I was going. I
Mhm.
didn't know what was going to happen, but I knew I had to prepare to move. And a
Mhm.
year later, this opportunity came up to come here. And it was like God had laid everything out. I had Vic sitting in that seat in that moment. I had victory in that walk in that moment, but I had to walk that out. But
Yeah.
like you said, it was already prepared. I
Wow.
just had to step in and do what it took to get ready for the move, for the shift,
Mhm.
like we talked about last week. But the victory was secure in that moment. And I,
Yeah.
Wow.
I just want people to know for sure when you hear that from God, the victory is secure in that moment. There's things that you're going to have to do to walk it out, but it is secured right then.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's, I think it's amazing. If I can say these two things, one is yes, yesterday, day before yesterday, I was in a conversation. Yeah, Monday, I was in a conversation, and um, uh, one of the producers that does music for me, we were talking about the last clip that went viral of me singing "All of the Lord," and they were talking about the buzz is there, done, the buzz is there, and I began to do my I call it my two step. I began to do my two step of default emotions, and that
Mm,
is all my responses to what they were saying was against what they were saying.
mm,
And the producer, who's out doing other stuff right now, but he said, "Big bro, respectfully," he said, "Dunn, you find yourself talking yourself out of it versus talking yourself into it." And I paused, and
mm.
I was giving all of my analytical, my epistemology, and my information, and he was like, "All that sounds good, and all those things are true, but you're talking yourself out of it.
Mm,
You can do this. It's not going to take away from anything. I'm always concerned about FAI. I'm always concerned about, Cincinnati. I'm always concerned about home. And that's my responsibility." And he said, "And nothing's going to take you away from that.
mm,
But I'm quite sure that your church, your world, everybody wants you to do some great things. And these things are doable. You
mm,
have people that are waiting to help assist you So he was talking about that, but my point is he said, you keep talking yourself out of winning. And I'm like, oh my God.
Oh.
And it really blessed me. And then the confirmation was 4 hours or so later, I got a call from one of my trusted brothers, who's a pastor. And he said, Dunn, what are we going to do? I know I just sound like Hubbard. It wasn't Hubbard. But it was somebody else that sounded like. He was like, Dunn, what are you going to do, man? It's time to do something. And he said these words to me. He said, what would it take to make such and such happen? And when he said, what would it take? He was talking about financially. He was talking about putting things together. And here I go with my two-step. Well, you know, and I done put this money out on the house and I'm trying to do this. He said, Dunn, I didn't ask. He said, what would it take?
Come on.
And I thought about the previous conversation. And I stopped my two-step and said, you know what? I'm going to start getting comfortable with talking myself into winning versus talking myself out of winning.
Come on.
I think I just said something. And as the preacher say, I think I done said something there. Because I think victory is victory is given, but victory has to be seized or you will talk yourself out of it.
Ooh, that's good.
That's good.
Out of winning.
Yes.
Talk yourself out of winning. Two things can be true at the same time.
Come on.
Things can be true at the same time. Yes, you got all this going on, but you can still do that.
Yes.
You can do both. Two things can be true. And you cannot let what you see impact your vision.
Right.
You cannot let what you see in the immediate impact your vision for your winning season.
Right.
Ooh.
And sometimes winning requires us to be uncomfortable, as we discussed last time. It's not always going to be comfortable, and it may not be familiar. However, we have to be willing to step out and see differently, because sometimes our help and our next level is based on us stepping out and doing something different. So
and he dropped in there, it's called opportunity cost. That's right. It's a cost associated with taking the opportunity.
Listen, that cost. And when you start talking about victory and talking yourself into it and talking yourself out of it, you have to watch your words. You have to be mindful that when there's an opportunity, either God's going to give you the ability to do what David did, and that is kill Goliath by himself, or God is going to surround you around people so that you'll have all of the help you need in order to win. Because sometimes we talk ourselves out of it because we think it's a victory that we have to use all of our strength. But God constantly, man, I just thought about this. God has constantly surrounded me around people like you all in every season. Now, y'all hear me, and I don't want to keep beating the same drum, but y'all need to know that you all that are watching, you all are listening to a man that in 2024, I was prepared for nobody to show up. I need y'all to hear that. I was prepared to try to do what I'm doing in ministry by myself. My mentality was, I'm starting from ground zero, and ain't nobody got to be here but me. So when I see what God has done and is doing, not through my own strength, but through you all's, I could have easily today not even been present, but I would have still been present because you all would have still been here.
Amen.
So my winning season now has taught me you're not winning by yourself. It's shared victory. Shared, meaning some victories that God has for you, it's actually in other people's abilities, gifts, their participation. And now I find myself asking you, Katrina, okay, so what are we talking about? And it's like, you know, it's such a blessing to be in this season called winning, because I'm seeing other people win, and I'm benefiting from the winners.
Wow. That is so good, Pastor. That's such a good example of, like you said, you've got FAI, you've got this international global ministry, and it's like right now with FAI, God is positioning the right people around you so you can go be global.
Right.
You can
He-
do two things at the same time, and that's what He'll do for you in your winning
Mhm.
season. He
That's
will
right.
position you so that you can do all the things that He has for you in that season. Then you can operate here, you can have the support that you need, you can go out and claim the victory. You
Yeah.
can do all those things through Him,
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's it.
through Him. But there's one thing I want to go back that you said, Pastor. In 2024, when you were at that moment, I think one key is that you did not quit.
Woo.
Could have shut it down. You could have said, "We don't have this, we don't have that. We just gonna shut it down." And that's what the enemy tries to do when he knows you're on the precipice of your winning season. Is he tries to get you to quit?
Yeah.
He
Li-
tries to get you to quit.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Morris yesterday. I was with Anthony Morris, and
Mm-hmm.
he said, "Pastor, there's so many things I admire about you." He said, "But this season, what I've admired and respected the most about you is you didn't give up in your consistency. I'm learning as a young man to see how you have." And me and Anthony has driven me around the country. He's gone me different places. We have conversations. We have a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And Anthony has become privy of some things that I had to deal with while I'm on my way there
Mm.
and get in front of them people and preach and sing and do what I got to do and come back to FAI and preach. And some folk don't know what you're dealing with. So I think winning is connected to that perseverance and that consistency. So first of all, thank you for even saying that, because I think that that's one of the things. Why am I about to tear up? Okay, that's what what Hubbard say. Drink some water. That's one of the things that people don't realize. It's easier said than done.
Come on.
Yes, it is.
Easier said than done. Today at 11:00 something, I was getting ready to text you, Katrina, and say, "Hey, can y'all go ahead and handle it today, because I really got to do such and such." And I really had some stuff I had to do.
Mm-hmm.
But the Lord said to me, "Ain't nothing that you got to do
Mm.
more important than your commitment and your consistency
Mm.
to the assignment on your life."
Yeah.
Wow.
And I
Mm.
was, but Lord, He said, it's the principle, it's the point.
Mm.
Mm.
And everything that I had and have to do, I'm going to get it done after this.
Amen.
Yes.
That's it.
That's it.
Wow.
That's
That's
it.
it. And
Don't.
when we commit to the word of the Lord, when we commit to His assignment, all of every other need is taken care of.
Absolutely.
Every other need is
Everything.
taken care of.
Mm.
He'll send the help, whatever it is, it will get done, despite it not happening the way that we want it to happen.
Yeah.
Right.
And yes,
And it makes the victory so much sweeter when
Woo-wee.
at the precipice of quitting. When
yeah,
you're right there, Ashley, I know. I mean, I'm sure we have all experienced it.
yes.
You are right on the verge of giving up. And
Mhm.
you just say, "You know what, God, I'm going to trust you in this crazy, messed up, tore up,
Mhm.
upside down moment. All I got is trust for you."
And when
And
we realize, yes.
go ahead.
Oh, I know. And when we realize that there's purpose through all of the turmoil as well.
Mm.
When we are going through what we're experiencing isn't it's not what being wasted. It's for a purpose. And what I realized that it's not always about experiencing the victory or the win. It's about what we've gained during that process, how we've matured, the wisdom that we've gained. And it's just amazing how he will show up for us, and how we will win. And yes, there's purpose through it all.
Yes.
Wow.
We,
Wow.
we were
Wow.
talking about that song, "Waiting time is not wasted
Good time.
time."
Mm.
Waiting time is not wasted time. When you
Wow.
know that you are in your winning season, there's still some waiting that's going to happen. There's still some moments like that's leading up to the victory. But those moments are important. They're priceless. It's not wasted. So if you're in your victory season and you feel like, and because I feel that right now, I'm like, okay, I feel like it's time to go, it's time to go. But it's still, like I think about the horses in the Kentucky Derby, like they're there, they're ready to go, but that fence is holding them back. Like,
Right.
it hasn't been opened up yet, but they're ready. They've been trained, they're in position, they're ready to
Yeah.
go. But you have to wait in that moment. And so even in that moment, it's not wasted. It's still preparing you. It's giving you the last little bit of skill, the last little bit of instruction that you need to be able to handle that victory.
Mm-hmm.
Katrina, that's powerful. You say the horses in the Derby, they're sitting behind that gate. And while I've never been to one, is it true that the horses, while they're sitting behind the gate, are they kicking and huffing and puffing like a wild bull, or are they just waiting?
Some of them are, and some of them aren't. And it
Wow.
goes back to the trainer. Some of them scratch in the gate because they get to the gate, they can't handle the pressure of the moment, and they scratch at the gate and they're out of the race. Some of them are positioned, they're calm, they're ready, and when it flings open, they dash out because they're ready. Some of them hesitate and then go out. And all of that impacts the outcome of that race. So you got to make a decision when you're in your waiting how you're going to wait. Are
Wow.
you going to kick and scream and get disqualified, or are you going to settle yourself so when the moment comes, you can seize it?
Wait.
That's
We
it.
back up. They get disqualified before the gate opens.
Oh yeah, they can get disqualified right at the gate if they're kicking and won't stay because it's a tight space. You know how when you wait, it can feel tight. Like they're
Mhm.
tight, they're confined, they're all right there in a row. And so each of them, the jockey is on them, and they're talking to them, they're coaxing them, they're patting whatever their thing is to do. But some of those horses can't handle the moment and they get disqualified.
Gee,
That right there,
Ashley, I got a lot to say, but you go ahead. You go ahead. You go first.
that right there. And I mean, that example confirms why we have to consider how we wait. I know for me, waiting changed when I realized that God has a purpose for my waiting season, and it allowed me to have more peace and to see what are you teaching me? What am I supposed to gain out of this instead of, oh, I need to hurry up and get out of this, or where's the victory? And Lord, let it end, or like you said, it's tight, or I don't understand, whatever it is. Instead of doing all of that, no, speak the word. When I began to change my thinking on whatever I'm experiencing, I began to go through it better. So
Mhm.
when I reach some victories, which I've experienced this year, it's so much sweeter instead of, oh, I'm worn out by the time I've gotten to the victory because I kept rushing the process. No, I've gained so much wisdom. I've gained knowledge. I've gained connections. And it's amazing how God has added so much to my life during that season. So we have to realize that waiting is not wasted time,
Mm.
and we can have victory through the whole process. And that was another point. Sometimes victory isn't just about getting somewhere. It's about living a victorious life. We don't have to be overtaken by anxiety and fear. We can have victory throughout our lives if we are applying the word and just with a different mentality. And again, it's not easy. It's a daily walk. However, I believe that that's important for us to hear.
Mhm.
Tight space, focused and calm. Tight space. I'm in a tight space right now. I think about that, and as you said, Ashley, it's about being in purpose
Yeah.
because it seems like the more you get in purpose, sometimes the space gets tight in your
Mm.
mind.
Right.
And as Katrina was saying that about the horses in that tight space, the gate is here. They're getting ready to sound whatever alarm they do, and then it's about to open. It's about to open for you, and everything. And again, I'm gonna go back to Katrina. You said it's all about the trainer.
Mhm.
It's all about the voice that you hear while
Right.
you're in that waiting season. Because
Mhm.
focus on your training. Stick.
Yes.
I think about David killing Goliath. David killed Goliath because David was a skilled slinger.
Mm.
David already said that I know how to kill big stuff. He killed a lion and a bear with his bare hands.
Mm-hmm.
But when it came to Goliath, David said, I'm going to do this one with my training, with my skill. And a slinger has this little thing that they do. There's a routine. So it wasn't even about missing. David had hit the target so many times in training.
Mm.
It was really not about, am I going to hit Goliath? It is, will I remember my training?
Mm.
Don't let the moment, the rest of Israel is paralyzed in fear.
Mm.
The whole territory has the spirit of fear around it.
Wow.
So when David showed up in this atmosphere of fear and defeat, he had to stay focused, stay calm,
Mm.
and be in this tight place so that when he did his little sling thing that they do, and once he released that rock, it's almost like he didn't have to wonder or wait to see if it's going to hit the target.
Mm.
Matter of fact, if I could say this, David had already planned second step of victory.
Mm.
Once he released the rock, David started going toward Goliath as Goliath was falling because the rock sunk into his forehead and took him down.
Mm.
But David went and showed that he had strength because David picked up Goliath's sword.
Mm.
David picked up a giant's sword,
Wow.
which means David proved that he had physical strength.
Mm.
But to take Goliath down, he didn't have to use physical strength.
Mm.
He stuck to his training.
Wow.
He used physical strength to cut Goliath's head off.
Mm.
But to take him down, it was being in that tight space of focus. Y'all, that's going to bless my life.
That's good.
That tight space of focus. Don't blow it now. Don't allow your fatigue or the waiting make you feel like you're wasting time. Stick to the voice of the Lord. That's your trainer.
That's it.
Tells you to do in this moment. And all you got to do is stick to what the word said and release it.
Wow.
Wow. Y'all gonna make me preach this thing?
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Oh my goodness. That's it.
I love that when we were talking about that. I never thought about this until you just said it. He slung the rock. It went into his head. He wasn't dead,
Right.
but he ran into him. He ran into it. And sometimes the situation is still there. You still dealing with it, but he ran into it full force, saying, "No, I know I got the victory over, even if it's not dead, even though it's not completely dead. I'm getting ready to run into this thing and take." This is where it came into the take and take the victory.
That's it.
And sometimes you got to run into it and just take it. That's why I love David. David was radical.
You got to take it.
You got to be radical to get your victory.
You got to. And he went, and y'all hear me. He took Goliath's sword and he cut Goliath's head off. And the rules of engagement during that epic battle time, when you cut the head off, you have to hold it up. Sometimes they would take the head of the king that they defeated and they would walk it through the city. So Goliath's head, y'all don't get me to going too far with this, but Goliath's head, where they won the battle, Goliath's head, it is believed through historicity, it is believed that when Jesus died on the cross, he died at Calvary. It's called Golgotha's Hill, called the place of the skull. I don't go too far because I'm going to start preaching. It is believed that this territory is the same territory.
Wow.
The place of the skull. Sometimes you have to take the head off.
Come on.
So that your victory is not just about you and now. It is prophetic to generations down the road that your children's children will be on a hill of victory. So Golgotha's head, or the place of the skull, and Goliath's head has some level of historicity and connection. But my point, without going into the preach mode of it, my point is David knew that it wasn't good enough to just take Goliath down.
Wow.
Because victory is not about taking it down. Victory is about taking dominion over it.
Woo.
He had to take the head off. We're not going to have no, what's that, Jason and Freddy Krueger. They just won't die. Take the head off.
Take the head off.
ain't no coming back. Ain't no. I'm taking, and the head, I feel like I'm over talking. The head represents the system.
Woo.
When you get victory and you take it's like the snake. The snake cannot function without the head. The head is the function. If you take the head off, you kill the entire scenario. So when David killed Goliath, after he took him down, y'all hear what Katrina said? The rock sunk into the forehead and he went down, but he wasn't dead. Cut the head off. He's dead. The system is dead. All of the Philistines are now on the mountain. They know they're defeated. And now, watch this. In one moment of David's act, all of Israel's spear left.
Wow.
Will now charge that Philistine. So when we start talking about victory, when you win, you now shut down you shut down fear. When you win, you shut down. When you win, you shut down fear. I'm gonna say it again. When you win, shut down fear.
Woo. And I believe that it's some systems that's getting ready to come down. And you run into this and you cut some things off, some systems coming down, some generational curses being destroyed. Some big things you've been dealing with for generation after generation. You, like you said, you are going to be the one to bring those things to an end and start a whole new trajectory for the next generation. That's what this winning season is about.
Right. It's not just about us.
It's not
just about others. It's about those coming behind us. It's about what God is doing next. This victory is not just about us. We're shutting down systems.
Yeah.
God is giving us skill. He's trained us to shut down systems. That right there.
My. It made me think about, I remember this story. This is Pastor Gloria used to tell this story about the lions. They said, the way lions would hunt, they said that the old lion would be in one spot and the young lions would be in another spot.
Yep.
And when the prey would come, the old lions would roar because they had that big roar, like the roar, that really scary roar, which pushed the prey to the young lions, and the young lions would then be able to take the prey. They would be able to take the prey. But what Apostle Gloria said, don't be afraid of the roar. Don't be afraid of the loudness. Run into the roar. Run into the roar. Run into the thing that appears to or sounds like it's going to overtake you. Run into it. And the reality is you've already been set up to have victory over it.
We've already been set up.
Run into the roar.
Run into the roar.
Oh, God.
That's it.
Run into the roar, because your victory has already been predetermined. And it doesn't matter what it looks like, what it sounds like, how overcoming it can appear to be. Your victory has already been secured. Run into the roar. Run.
Facing that fear, run into the roar. That's the thing. When we do not fall back because of fear, that's when we experience the victory.
That's right.
Fear. Right. We will not let fear stop us anymore.
My God. And I think this victory conversation is so good because when you win, and I hope this is not taking you out of the format, Katrina. No. When you win, because it sounds like a closing statement, but it's not. But when you win, you have to remember. Did some reading and found out that in biblical times, during that time, when one particular kingdom would come and defeat another kingdom, and then they would now take the spoils, they would take the people captive because they just defeated them. So now that they take the spoils and take the people, the king is now riding in his chariot, and the whole place is like celebrating. It's almost like when the NBA, when they win the championship and they go have their parade.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine that. And while the king is riding into the city and everybody's cheering and we won, there's a guy that's hired by the kingdom to run alongside the chariot. And he keeps saying to the king, the victory is fleeting. The victory is fleeting. So while you're having a parade and a party, in the celebratory of you just won, you got somebody reminding you that your victory now is fleeting. Meaning there's going to be another battle. Particularly those that you defeated, that retreated, are going home. They're getting ready to bandage up, heal up. They're going to take this loss as a reminder of how to beat you the next time.
Wow.
So enjoy your celebration, but get back to your purpose. Because some people win and they'll get stuck in that victory as if they don't have to work in purpose anymore. And ain't nothing worse than winning the victory and then behind that being defeated. You stay victorious when your victory keeps you back to your trainer and back to your purpose. So remember that victory is something that you get, but victory is fleeting if you don't stay in purpose. But if you stay in purpose, stay in his word, victory will be continual. Continual.
Right. And Pastor, that is so good because, like you said, many times we'll experience that win and we're, kind of celebrating that without focusing on our purpose. Without continuing to grow, without staying in the word. And here's the thing, like you said, when we stay in the word, we can continue to be victorious. It doesn't matter what's thrown our way. It doesn't matter what we hear on the news, what happens in our career. It doesn't matter what happens. We can always be victorious if we're in purpose.
Right.
There's no defeat in purpose. There's no defeat in purpose.
None.
That's good. And like you said, too, remembering that the victory belongs to him. Don't get down. Don't get caught up in yourself now. Don't get caught up in yourself because, that's when you trip up. That's when you mess up. Remember, this victory is about him and staying, like you said, actually in purpose and staying strategic and moving through your victory. Because he placed you in this place of victory. He's skilled you and positioned you here to take on the next challenge. Not just you're not gonna go, I don't know, whatever level you go to, you don't go to that level and get the coast. Have y'all ever just arrived? And now continue to grow, continue to be challenged and on a whole nother level.
Exactly.
You think about your career, even you, Pastor, as you've gone and maybe you started local, then you went regional, then you went national, then you went international. Like it's different challenges, different things you got to learn in each one of those. You can't just rest on what you knew in the last season. You're promoted to this season. And let me say this, when you're promoted to this season, you don't have all the skills it takes to operate here.
Come on.
You're promoted here because now you have the mindset to be able to grow, to be able to fill this position. But you have not made it there yet.
You have not.
In this victory, know that when you get to this victory, this is more growth that's required to continue to propel you forward and forward and forward.
Right.
Like you said, when you're local, regional, national, international, the rules change. And when you're local, but you want to be regional, you got to now learn regional principles. You got to learn how to have the mentality to handle being regional. You gotta, if you're local and you gotta do within a month, you gotta do different parts of the same city. You're talking about 30, 20 minutes, an hour of some moving around. When you get regional, now we're talking about 2.5, 3 hours. We're talking about being in position, getting yourself together. When you start talking about national, now we're talking about you got to be in Detroit on Monday, in Orlando, Florida on Tuesday. And you're thinking about singing or preaching, but you ain't thinking about the travel. You ain't thinking about the 5:45 a.m. flight,
Mm-hmm.
which means you can't get there at 5 o'clock to get a 5:45 flight,
Don't do it, please.
which means you can't stay up all night hanging out with the people,
Mm-mm.
hanging out. So then when you get international, like I said, I think last week, I ministered in Dallas for a whole weekend, singing and preaching, and then Monday morning got up and flew to Germany.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
15 hours of a flight, only to get there to rest one day and then minister all week. And then at the end of that week, get one day of rest and then fly back to Houston and do a concert before you come back to Ohio. So you start talking about to whom much is given, much is required. If you're going to win at different levels, it's going to require a different winner in you.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to win locally when you have not had a taste of national.
Right.
It all changes. And it's not about singing and preaching. It's not about whatever you do. It's about what you do in between what you do.
Right.
So I think that it's important when you become a winner, you have to continue to keep saying, who's my trainer?
Right.
Not who we know the Lord is, but who is God sending to help train me for each level that I'm going to? Because I need to be trained, because that's how you're going to win.
That's it. We have to continue to evolve, discipline, responsibility, and evolving, because there's more required of us. Like you said, with new skills, with new abilities. So we have to continue to evolve.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like you said, it's what we do in between there. Mm-hmm.
That's right. Angela dropped in the chat preparation. That's right. It's about preparation. It's speaking about as we are in our winning season, it is about the preparation for that next level. It's not going to automatically come. Like you said, it's things we got to do. We got to press in and say, okay, God, who is it that you want me connected to in this season?
Right.
It might not be the people I was connected to last season. I might have to stretch myself and connect with people that don't look like me, that I don't have my same background, that I can learn something completely different from. You got to be prepared to do all of that in winning, because this season is going to look like what no other season that you've ever been in. So you can't prepare like you prepared before.
Right.
Wow.
A whole nother level of preparation.
A whole nother level.
Woo.
Yes.
Just unlock some things. I believe that, I know we got to come to the close. I believe that there's a lot of us that are on here, and I'm looking at some of the comments, that have gotten this was a training session. This was, they said in the boxing world, some guys that won belts, they were good boxers, but they would use the statement, but you ain't really fought nobody. You ain't fought no real champions. You fought a bunch of people that you know you could beat. But a real champion has to fight somebody that is a real test.
Yeah.
I believe God is so masterful at knowing we are winners, but he also puts us in a realm. It's almost like when Moses had to come against Pharaoh. And the Bible says, and God hardened Pharaoh's heart. For Pharaoh's heart to be hardened, what that means is God gave Pharaoh strength in his heart to be Pharaoh.
Yeah.
He didn't want Moses to defeat a weak-hearted Pharaoh. He wanted Moses to go up against the best version of Pharaoh, the best evil, the best wicked, the best, all that Pharaoh was in his heart, to come against God's people and against Moses. That's what God did, so that Moses would not be someone that won against a weak Pharaoh, but he strengthened or hardened, or he gave Pharaoh his best version of opposition against Moses. So just know, you all, let's just say this, all the victories that you've won up until this point, God allowed you to win up against the best version of your opposition.
Yes.
Which should be a testimony to how strong God has made you.
Wow.
You didn't win against the the big K version of the devil. No,
Mm.
you got the real, you got the real version. You
Woo,
got the real.
Real
So
version.
every victory, whether
my,
it's relational, whether it's career,
mm,
whether it's something financial, whether it's something spiritual, you have to pat yourself on the back for the victories that you've won thus far, because
wow.
they were real victories against a real strong, prepared, skilled enemy.
Oh, bye.
Real
Please
victory.
know that, you all.
You done got me speechless over here.
Right. Yes.
You
Woo!
got
Version.
because I never when he said that about he hardened his heart, I never really got what he meant. But and now the way you broke that down, like Lord, I sort of wanted the big K version. I
Mhm. Right.
I wanted the easy version but what you're right, we didn't get the easy version,
Woo! We didn't
the
get the
watered down version. We got the
nope.
full blown version, and that should give us the confidence to know that God is if we are dealing with the full blown version of the enemy and we've been able to overcome him every time before,
Every time.
he did it before. What the song say? He'll do
Yeah,
it
you
again.
can do it
Lord,
again. That's it.
He will do it
he will
again. So
do it
he's
again.
already prepared us for whatever comes. We
Mhm.
already have the victory. We are in our winning season.
And we're in
Yes,
it.
we
We're in
are.
it.
We're
It ain't
in it.
coming, we're in it.
We're
We're
in it.
in it. We are
In
in it.
our winning season.
Ashley, you got any final thought?
We are we are in our winning season. You summarized it. Like you said, I'm speechless. It's about preparation.
Yes.
It's about evolving. We're yet becoming. I know, Pastor, a few weeks ago, I read one of your posts about becoming. We're yet becoming,
Mm.
and we are equipped to win. We are equipped to be victorious. Like I said, there's no defeat when you're in purpose. There's no defeat when God is giving you the strength to do whatever you have to face in any area of your life, whether it's ministry, family, church, or your career, whatever it is. We're in our winning season in every area of our lives and relationships. And it's not just about us. It's
Mm.
not just about us. It's about others. And we're winning together. We're
Yeah.
winning together. This is
Yes.
a shared victory.
The
Wow.
question I asked at the top is what does victory really look like? And it looks like right where we are today. We
Yes.
are in our winning, victorious season right now. Whether you're in that gate like those horses and you're ready to go out and break out, whether you're running like David was to actually cut the head off, whether you're standing in the place of victory, we are in our winning season right now. And all we got to do is tap in to hear what God is going to do in this moment. And we're going to go to our next level of victory in Him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, y'all, I think y'all got it. I think we have a chat room full of victorious people.
Mhm.
Again, thank you, Katrina, for this topic. Ashley, we're so blessed because Katrina always makes sure that she'll have a prayerful,
That's it.
tell that she sat with the Lord for it. You
Mm-hmm.
can tell it's almost like, you know how it is. The Lord will just give you an email in your spirit.
Right.
It'll be a download because the topics are so rich. They're
Mm-hmm.
prepared. And you all know when she sends me information, she sends me points, scripture.
Right.
We ain't even hit the script. You know what?
We have it. The
Katrina,
point scripture, none of it.
Katrina, if you're not going to be overseas somewhere tonight,
Right.
well, I'll call you later. But
Uh,
because we ain't even hit
We didn't hit it.
the scripture references.
we didn't. We didn't get
Nope.
We,
We didn't hit the points, the scripture.
I mean, because it's so
No.
rich
Yeah.
and it's so. Some things are good, but
mm,
some things are God. This
Right.
is so God.
Right.
Because you said at the top of the session today, Katrina, y'all, we are 1,000% testimonies of we have survived and won
mm.
the first half of 2026.
Yes.
The
We
first,
are in the second half.
yeah.
It's not May. It's not even June. It's July.
July.
Right.
We are in
Mm.
the the second half.
Yes.
So if you can't do nothing, you need to give God crazy praise on the fact that the enemy that told you that you were not going to make it,
That's it.
you've made it halfway through what he
Mhm.
told you weren't going to make it through at all.
Come on. Come on.
Now,
Good boy.
Come
and don't
on.
get me started, because in scripture, anytime you see somebody get halfway, that's when miracles start taking place. When they got halfway on that 10-mile Sea of Tiberias,
Mhm.
that's when Jesus started walking on that water, and that's when Peter started walking on that water.
Don't do
Don't
this,
you don't
Pastor.
you don't you fool with us. Listen, when we get halfway there,
Yeah.
that's when we start walking on water and working miracles. Y'all better watch it. You better watch it.
That's good.
I feel something that's giving. I know. I'm Katrina. I'm sorry. I'm bad host. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up. Y'all can close it out because I'm getting ready to go.
Halfway there. Wait,
Halfway there.
get halfway there. That's
when miracles. That's
there right today. We are halfway. And so what I heard you say today is when miracles is gonna start breaking forth. That's what I just heard you say.
That's it. That's it.
Listen, I'm trying to behave
That's it.
myself. Yee, y'all need to invite
Things
a
are
friend.
happening now. We're halfway there. Right now. What's
Listen,
the point?
invite a friend, tag somebody, let them know you must be on tonight, because I don't know what God's doing, but I think God wants some announcements to be made tonight. I think God wants some announcements to be made tonight. I'll leave it at that. Announcements.
That's good.
Yes,
Announcement.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, y'all tune in tonight, 7 p.m., same place, right here on this platform. This is your winning season. And we're at the midway point right now where miracles are going to begin to break forth today. Starting this day, because we're at our halfway point.
Woo, God Almighty.
Take us out.
Good.
Take us out, because we're going to woo.
See y'all. God bless y'all. You're halfway there.
You're halfway there.
Clap your hands with me. Clap your hands with me.